Hi, thank you for joining me for another process video, and today is for day 19 of Scraptember 2024 and our prompt is circle. So I'm going to use a few different circles on this layout. I've grabbed my Pretty Little Studio Good Vibrations again, and you can see there I've used my We Are Memory Keepers circle cutter to cut a circle out of one of the pattern papers. That's an 8.5-inch circle. I just thought that was a nice size to mount my photos onto. And these photos are, one's a 4x6 and the other one is a 4x6 that I've trimmed down to just under 3x4, I think it was in the end. I just wanted the highlight to be the kids trying to be like Bill Shankly in front of the statue at Liverpool, at the Liverpool Football Club stadium, Anfield. So these were photos taken back in March 2013. My husband took the kids to Anfield while I was working at the weekend, and got these lovely photos. I just love them, and they've been sitting for a while waiting to be scrapped, so I thought today would be the day. So as you can see, I've cut that circle. I'm just going to glue the two photos together, and then I want to create like a reverse L around those photos just to frame them really. So first of all, just roughing up the edges of that circle with my fingernails. I decided not to add any mixed media in the background. It's difficult for me, but I was determined. And then I've grabbed this die. It's one of the Hey Little Magpie dies, and it's like a squiggle, so almost like a circular element. And I cut that out of black cardstock, and then I oh my goodness, my English, brought in some of this circular lace, and I'm going to add that as a layer as well down the right hand side. And now I'm just looking through the pattern papers to see what I can use to add as paper strips on both bits as well. So first of all, I pulled out this lovely teal. It goes really nicely with the reds. Well, it's like a terracotta in the picture of the bricks that the kids are standing on. Liverpool Football Club's colours are red as well, so I wanted to focus in on the reds and colours that coordinate nicely with it. So I've got that lovely teal going down the right hand side, and then at the bottom I wanted to bring in this mustard. So just tearing another strip there to bring that in. So it's been great fun pulling out some of my older photos again. I'm trying to keep up to date with things that we've done, and we've had a really busy summer, so I've got lots of holiday photos to scrap, but I also want to go back through the archives and get some of the older photos scrapped in my albums as well. So today was one of those days. So just using my T-square ruler to check that that is straight on the page before I carry on, and then I'm going to stick the papers down. So first of all, that lovely teal, and then I want to add the lace as a layer on top, and then I should have probably stuck the black cardstock die cut down first before adding the lace, but I didn't. So the lace is going to go down the edge of the photo and the edge of that teal paper, and then I just want to tuck that die cut underneath the lace afterwards. So I've just used some wet glue because it's a very narrow edge along that lace, so just use my Nuvo Deluxe adhesive to get that stuck down, and then doing the same with this black die cut. And these border dies are absolutely fantastic, if I say so myself. They're as long as a big shot cutting mat, so they're 22.5 centimetres long, so perfect for adding nice long borders to your pages. So just making sure that that's in place, and then I can work on the bottom. So first of all, that lovely mustard paper that I pulled out there. And I am going to bring some more circular elements in. So I've got that circular die cut on the back, well, the piece that I cut out on the back at 8.5 inches. And then I've got the circular lace. So like I say, I will look at the other bits and pieces and bring some more circles in due course. So just trimming that off at the end. Checking that everything's straight again, and then looking through the papers to see what else I've got. And I find this lovely brickwork paper there, so I decided to add a strip of that along the bottom as well. I just think that's really nice, and it's got those reds and blacks in that I'm looking to focus on. So just cutting it down a little bit, and I'm following the shape of the brickwork, and then just glue that down at the bottom of that mustard piece. So that's the basis of my L shape, and then I'm going to come in with my 49 and Market washi tape, these lovely stitched pieces, and add plenty of that to both sides. So putting it down the edge of that lace, I'm just making sure that it's pushed down nicely onto the photo. And then coming in with a different one. This is a lovely scalloped stitch. Not sure which way up it's supposed to be, but I decide to turn it round and have it that way up. And then I wanted another strip of the stitched one. So you'll see I add it from left to right, even though I'm left-handed. I normally add from right to left, but I wanted the design to be different on both pieces. I didn't want it to be mirrored, and the way I'd torn it off, it was sort of mirrored, so I switched that out. So now going in some of the stickers, and straight away I see the best. So I'm going to add that because my husband thinks that Liverpool are the best, so that has to go in that bottom left-hand corner. And then just adding some of the little stars that are on this sticker sheet as well, just to embellish that title. And these are super thin. It's like a washi paper that they're on. They're absolutely brilliant. They blend right into the background. So then this is a circular element that I'm adding. It's from the floral stickers. I end up adding it to that bottom right hand corner there. And then I'm bringing in one of our resin dots from the bits and pieces at Hey Little Magpie, and also one of the smiley faces because the kids are both grinning. So next I wanted to add Anfield on there, so I'm using the red letters from this collection, but I do actually move that. I start at the bottom there, but I'm not happy at all. And then I think, yeah, let's put it around the circle. So I'm starting with Anfield, and then I'm grabbing they're called navy blue letters, but honestly they look black. I don't know whether it's my eyesight, but they work really nicely anyway. So I'm just going to put Liverpool FC March 2013. So I work from the back, going round to the front of the circle. So next, one of the cutter parts, and I just find one that says check this out. So I'm going to add that to that cluster at the bottom right, just to finish that off nicely. Just there. And all these layers really add to the layout. I'm loving how it's looking. So next, another cutter part. So I'm going to grab my 2-inch punch, circle punch. You can see it there on the left hand side. Just had to trim a little bit off the edge so that I could get the circle punch in position. And this one says Seize Today. So I'm just going to add that next to that, the best title at the bottom there. I'm just roughing up the edges slightly just to give a bit of dimension. And then I grab one of our canvas flare badges from Hey Little Magpie, and I'm just going to pop a nest of black thread behind that. So another circular element there on the page. Just adding some glue to get the thread stuck down as well. And then I'm going into the ephemera pieces, and I find a little label to add down the left hand side of that smaller photo there. And then I also find another little floral circular piece that I'm going to tuck in there as well, plus this red heart that's going to go at the bottom. Just bringing that red down there, and there's that little circular floral piece that I find, and it just fills that gap in at the start of the writing, the text around the circle. So next, coming in with my We Are Memory Keepers Reinforcer hole punch, and just punching this out a black card and adding them in a couple of places around the page. And then just to bring a little bit more black in, I'm going to use my Nuvo crystal drops in the black to finish. So while I'm finishing that off, please don't forget to check the description box down below to see the playlist of everybody else who's playing along with Scraptember 2024. There are some wonderful creatives joining in, and the inspiration there is just brilliant. So do check that out, and like and subscribe to my channel, obviously, and anybody else that you watch on that if you enjoy their videos. It really does give you a boost when you see somebody liking a video or subscribing to your channel or leaving you a comment. So if you have anything to say, please do comment in the box below. Other than that, I shall see you very soon. Thank you so much for joining me. Bye.